Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I was lucky enough to get these pieces of the Pink Paisley Turn the Page collection, and I thought I would attempt to do my first Traveler's Notebook process video. I have a couple of them that I've done, but never actually done a video. So let's see what I can do. Okay, so the first thing I did was go through the 6x6 paper pad and pull out these 4 pieces that I am going to use. Now, Traveler's Notebooks are completely new to me, but the concept is really still the same. You basically just have a smaller version of a 12 by 12 layout. You have to keep in mind that they do kind of bend in the middle, or you can look at it as like a double page spread. So there's a couple of different ways that you can look at a Traveler's Notebook. So as far as my thought process goes, I am looking at both pages as basically one large page. So I took the first 6x6 page and cut it at a diagonal, and my plan is to put 1/2 on the top and 1/2 on the opposite corner. And then I took the floral paper and cut it in half so that it could look like one big piece that went all the way across. And then I took this blue and cut it into 1-inch strips, and I'm going to put that on the top and bottom of the floral paper. And that's pretty much going to be my basic layers per se. Now, Traveler's Notebooks, there's not as much give as far as space, so you have to really think about what it is that you want to put in there, because if you do any, well, you can have some dimension, but I don't think I would ever put a resin flower in here just because it's 2-dimensional. And so I really had to kind of think about, what do I really want to put in here so that it's not like overpoweringly large and thick, and not something that I could necessarily close. Now, I have never done a Traveler's Notebook before, but I did want to kind of try my hand at it. And I was trying to think about, well, what is it that I want to use it for? I know people use them for art journals, and other people use them for just kind of like the everyday kind of Project Lifey type stuff. And I wasn't sure that I could truly commit to either of those. So my idea was to basically do, I'm calling it a prayer journal, but it's not. There's stuff in that I put in here that I want to pray about. So fears, children, that type of thing. So this one is a little bit different. This is an old picture of me, Easter, I believe, because I have a basket, and I was probably 4 years old or so, and it was one of the pictures that I had got after my dad passed away, and so it was damaged, and he didn't take very good care of his pictures. They were just in a box. And so what I did was I cut it up. I figure there's no real need for me to scan it, and I don't know. So I decided to cut it and put it in here. Now, the Secret Not Secret Kit Club, I think it was probably a couple parties back. Christina has these awesome challenges, and they are storyteller challenges. And one of them was she wanted us to write a letter. So she's like, you can write a letter to your younger self, your older self. You can write it to a loved one. But the whole idea was that the journaling was writing a letter. So I thought, well, this is a perfect way to do the journaling on this page. So my plan is to write a letter to my younger self. So that's why I decided to use this picture. And basically saying that, you know, life isn't fair and things are going to happen that are not your fault, and just to push through it. Things happen and they make you a better person, that type of thing. So going through the ephemera, I found this piece that says, inhale the future and exhale the past. And I thought that was just the perfect embodiment of what I was basically telling myself. If I could go back and tell myself. And this collection is just beautiful. The foiling on the ephemera, the flowers, the butterfly. I mean, it's all just absolutely gorgeous. And I pulled out some of the washi tape. And I think this is the way to use washi tape for me. Like I have a whole ton of washi tape, and it sits on an embroidery hoop, and it looks beautiful. And it's basically decoration in my scrapbook room. But these little sheets, I find myself being able to use them a little bit better. So I am contemplating using some of the chipboard pieces, and amazingly enough, I feel like the chipboard is not super thick, so I can use that. So that's how my layout goes. So please let me know if you like this and if you would like more Traveler's Notebooks spreads. And we will see you next time. So remember to wear your crown. Bye.